33% increase to SSI monthly benefits, supplemental security income. I have all the details and what you need to know right here on the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I do want to specifically focus on SSI, supplemental security income, even though right here on the channel, we do talk a lot about other fixed income benefit programs as well, including Social Security retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, no income, seniors, older adults, and of course, people with disabilities, as well as a lot of other programs that are out there right now. However, I do want to focus on SSI simply because there's a lot of numbers that are specifically focused around this program, and there are dedicated bills in Congress that I also want to focus on here in this video about SSI. So let's get into it and discuss all the details, as there's a lot of moving parts here, and I want to break this all down for you, as well as what this would all mean, including a 33% increase to monthly benefits. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, as that is my dedication, my commitment, and my promise to you and everybody right here in the community, as it's a very busy, confusing, and uncertain time that we're currently living through. Things are changing rapidly. Congress is getting all kinds of new bills, packages, and proposals on a regular basis. And again, things are changing very rapidly. So again, I'm here for you right by your side to watch all this information and of course, to break it down into these videos so you can stay posted on what's actually going on and how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course, anything popping up we can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into it and talk about SSI, the bills in Congress, and of course, what all this means and how it could translate into a 33% increase to these monthly benefits. All right, so there's a bunch of different moving parts here, so I kind of need to lay the groundwork as far as kind of leading up to where all this is going, because there's a lot of moving parts here, and it's all going to come in full circle here to make sense as far as what this could all mean and how this could actually translate into a pretty substantial raise for SSI beneficiaries. All right, so number one, we need to first understand in Congress right now, there are lawmakers, and of course, there are pieces of legislation where they do want to increase benefits for SSI beneficiaries in a very substantial way. In fact, they want to boost these benefits up to the federal poverty line. Now, I know that we've talked about this before in other videos, and I've alluded to this in other videos as well, but here's the thing. This is something that many lawmakers want to do, which is a really, really good thing, because here's the thing. SSI was formed back in the early 70s, 1972, and for the most part, this program has not been changed in any significant way in over 50 years. It's about time they do something. So lawmakers in Congress know that SSI is, a program that's very important. It sends out benefits to about 8 million beneficiaries every single month. And this program is vitally important, but at the same time, it is falling significantly short. If you don't believe me, let's just be real. If you're an SSI beneficiary, are you getting by these days on $914 a month? I don't really think so, right? I've seen the comments down below. I've had conversations with many of you who receive SSI, and it's a tough time. $914 these days during this very expensive, high inflationary time we're living through, it's not easy. It is not easy at all, right? So anyway, let me talk you through the details a little bit further. So first off, like I said, we need to understand the bills that are in Congress and, of course, the lawmakers who want to increase these benefits up to the federal poverty line. Next, let's quickly talk about the federal poverty line as well. So each year, the federal poverty line generally increases a little bit, which is pretty nice. In fact, this year, 2023, it increased 7.28% over what it was last year. It's a pretty nice increase. Just under $1,000 more is what the federal poverty line is this year. It's about $1,000 higher. Actually, it's $990 higher this year than what it was a year ago in 2022. As of right now, the federal poverty line is $14,590 this year, or $1,215 per month is what the federal poverty line comes out to on a monthly basis. Okay, so we need to understand that information as well. Now, let's talk about the maximum benefit here in 2023 for an SSI beneficiary. It is $914. You know that. That is no surprise. This has been around many months now, and we've known this information since mid-October when we got the annual cost of living adjustment announcement out of the Social Security Administration. So again, this $914 figure, I mean, obviously, we've known this for a very long time. However, now let's run the calculations on this and discuss all the details of this full circle here. All right, so remember, lawmakers want to increase these benefits up to the federal poverty line. Again, maximum benefit for SSI beneficiaries right now, $914. Federal poverty line on a monthly basis, $1,215 on a monthly basis for an individual. That is a difference of a little over $300 per month. It's a lot of money, right? All right, now let's look at the details here. To increase benefits up to the federal poverty line from where we currently are right now, the maximum of $914 a month would take a just about 33% increase. In fact, to be exact, it is 32.92% increase is what they would need to increase these benefits by. So just under 33% is how much these benefits would need to be increased in order to bring these benefits up to the federal poverty line as of right now. Now, this is not that far out of reach. In fact, I've looked through the numbers on all this, and I've looked at it. How much would this really cost Congress? I shouldn't even say Congress. Congress is not coming out of pocket. Congress would not have to pay anything to do this. In fact, Congress would get paid to do this. This is not coming out of their pocket. So I'm not sure why they care that much, considering how easily and how swiftly they spend taxpayer dollars. I'm not really sure why this is such a big deal for them when they willingly spend tons and tons of taxpayer dollars on all of these other programs. But yet when it comes down to SSI, it would only cost about $30 billion to get this done for an entire year. That's not even per month. That's an entire year. About $30 billion is all it would take. Craziness, right? So that's not that much money. When you look at Congress and how much money they spend on all these other projects and other things that they do, $30 billion is literally a drop in the bucket for them. So anyway, this is what it comes down to. So that is where this 33% increase would be coming from. And again, I know I've seen this down below in the comments section. I've talked a lot about all these fixed income benefit programs in previous videos. And a lot of times I see down below in the comment section things like, I'll believe it when I see it, or it's not happening, or they don't care about us, or, all these comments like this. I see all these comments, I do my best to read as many comments as I can each day. I read hundreds and hundreds of comments literally every single day. But let me take a second to talk about this, because here's the thing. I agree with you. It's frustrating. It's a very tough time right now, and it's easy to think that Congress doesn't care about us. I don't really know if that's the case. Here's the thing. I'm not here to speculate and say, Congress cares or they don't. We don't really know what Congress is thinking. All that we do know is that there are lawmakers in Congress who want to get this done. There are bills in Congress right now that would actually implement this as well, okay? It would not take that much effort out of Congress to get this done, and you never know. When it comes down to it, would they look really good if they were to get passed? Well, it would look good for the roughly 8 million beneficiaries who receive SSI. It would certainly make a huge, huge difference to them. And again, maybe we just need to shake out all the numbers, because maybe these lawmakers in Congress have never actually run the numbers on this to see what it would really take. This is all it would be, is $30 billion a year. A year. That's not much. That's not very much money at all. In fact, it's not even $30 billion. It's a little bit less than $30 billion is all it would really take to get this done. So when it comes down to it, let me mention one other thing as well, and I've quoted this many other times in other videos, but the president said a couple years ago, no older adults or people with disabilities should ever need to live in poverty in America. Well, guess what? The SSI program is specifically focused on older adults and people with disabilities, and by definition of these benefits, they're below the federal poverty line. So it's going against everything that the president said a couple years ago in that statement. So I don't know. It seems like it's something they should certainly do, right? So anyway, the typical thing within Congress is they always point the fingers at each other and say, it's their fault, things like that, right? But either way, it all comes down to Congress. They're the ones who have the ability to do this. So this is what it would translate into, a 33% increase to benefits. And again, it's not that far-fetched. I know it seems crazy to think benefits, there's no way they would increase by 33%. Well, you're right. A COLA would probably never be 33%. But if they came in and they reformed the program and brought it up to current times and did what the program was originally set up to do, which is be an anti-poverty program to make sure that older adults and people with disabilities are self-sufficient and not reliant on others, that was the whole purpose of the program about 50 plus years ago when the SSI program was formed. Unfortunately, it is now a poverty program because it has not kept up with the times. So as a result of that, that's all they would really need to do. It is because they did not take action on this over the last several decades is why the program is where it is. It's because they have not substantially maintained the program. That's why it is today, why this is happening today. Make sense? Anyway, hope this helps out to better understand the situation. And of course, as I do get more details on anything going on in Congress right now in regards to SSI or any other fixed income benefit program, money checks, programs, or anything else we can possibly grab right now as low income or fixed income beneficiaries, of course, I'll be right here for you, breaking it all down. So I hope this gives you a better perspective right now. Either way, I'll continue to be here for you, right by your side every single day, no matter what. That's my dedication. And as always, that is my promise to you and everybody here in the community. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, have a good one, take care, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.